Hello and welcome back to North's House. Legally uneducated shoe ham, as that is a matter of fact. thing. I am not educated at all in law in any way, shape, or form, and that's why I'm going to base all of my knowledge on what I learned from this wonderful game. I will also note I have currently, because I'm trying a thing out, removed the ability to mess with my voice mod. In your case, that is, because I myself am going to see if I am capable of actually having some fun with it. Specifically right now, it's more or less when I just have a slight inner monologue. After all, when you think deep within your mind, there is always a slight echo as a representation of how empty it is in her. The interesting thing is going to be if I am able to remember that I put that on and then switch it back. Or worse, remember I have that and to switch it off. Wait, no, on. It's already happening, isn't it? My brain is going mush. But yeah, Turnabout Sisters. Now, I had the intent of I'm trying to do one episode a stream. Though I am still slightly on the whole 2 hours on the weekdays. So if we reach 2 hours and we still don't feel like we're anywhere near the end of the episode, I might still end it early. Early and early. Usual time, but early for the episode. Anyhow, let's go straight in. Load this because, not waste time. 2025. Time's moving. Bring your wives. I don't know. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Who's Mia? Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely. And it's all your fault. I don't have any control on who's who at this point. I don't remember names already. It's been a week, and that is enough for me to forget all the names. Nah, I'm just teasing. I'm now mixing up those two names, voices instantly. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Yeah? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So, what is this time? What is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the Thinker. And it tells you the time. Just snap its neck. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Okay, so Mia was my mentor of sorts and boss. Then who's Maya? I'm trying to recall. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Okay, so I assume a little younger sister. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. I put some paper inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence, then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. But who's talking? I'm confused now. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9:00, to pick it up? I won't declare... Well, it is tonight, so yeah, that would... Yeah, never mind. I'll be in pre-trial, meeting until then. Okay, sis. I expect dinner, something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. Well, the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. I am really confused by how the text came out here, because sometimes it felt like the same person was talking twice, other times it felt like they were switching up, but the names stayed. Yep. I'll be waiting, Maya. That sounded like a bomb. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Okay. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not cogniferous of my background. I honestly don't know if that's how you pronounce that word, nor what that means. I should probably look that up. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Gasp! He did it! He's the killer! I solved it. Red, white, blue. I don't know. I don't know who said that. Or if that was just a thing read. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fay and Co. law offices. I can't read still again. No, I'm late. Huh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said his sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I had to double take that. Just wait, hang on. I'm supposed to click buttons now. Examine or move on. Yeah, I'll examine this place. Sure. I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if Mia, the chief's okay. In case you forgot who the chief is. I thought this thing was supposed to be my cursor, but apparently I am not in the program. Am I not properly in here? What? That feels weird. I smell blood, and that can't be good. Okay, it's still the same. It feels weird for that thing to actually not follow me. I have to hold down for it to follow me. Fine, we'll move on. To the office. No, that doesn't look good. That smell. Blood. Sobbing noises. Sis. Someone's there. Chief! Chief! Chief? Chief! Well, that escalated. And who might you be? Who are you? Like, this is not a good time to suddenly be here. And she died. The end. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying in the office sofa. Felt appropriate to just have her lying around there at the crime scene. I can't really do much. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Well, I guess I'll examine again. You know, I still feel like it's supposed to be yellow. Haha! Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. Seem to be the remains of a glass light stand. Well then. It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this. But if there are any clues here, She was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. Made by Larry Butts once more. What a fool. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. For some reason, glass light stand just doesn't register properly in my head. Glass shards added to the court record. Glass shards. The broken remains of a glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition. Yet I know it's a glass light stand because I've been in this office before. Nothing else that seems like a clue, huh? Apart from the obvious note. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? What's this? What is written in blood on this piece of paper? It's a scrap paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt added to the court record. A department store received with letters written in blood on the back. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. I'll find out what that girl was doing here. Who could she possibly be? I mean, it's not like she resembles anyone I know or have ever known in my life. Anyhow, do I just move away? Let's go back here. There's a phone here. Ah. The girl just now. Where'd she go? I bet her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Ah! Don't scare me like that! Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. You can trust me. Maya Faye. So you killed her! I mean, oh, wait, you're the sister. Maya Faye. Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for the evidence like this outside of the courtroom. Oh my god. I have to think outside the courtroom. Anyhow, did you know I'm a lawyer? I'm sorry. I've never seen that before. Well, excuse me! Have you seen this before? About the thinker. No. The thinker? That was... Oh, sis. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon. I mean, I have just instantly assumed it is not her killing, apparently. And just showing her all the evidence of the crime scene. She was there, but still. This was lying next to the chief. I know. I saw it there too. I thought it might be pieces of the light stand. Maybe. Never heard of a glass light stand before. Yeah, no, same. That's weird. What about the receipt? Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. I believe it was the name of the killer. Do you know anyone else named Maya? She wrote it on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why would she write my name? Please, calm down. Just calm down. I can't be dealing with you stressing out. I am already freaking out myself. Why would sis write my name? No, darn it. I better hurry up and call the police. Not again. Why do I keep doing this? I also assume when I'm talking to myself like this is not then in my head. This is literally then Phoenix Wright speaking in front of the people before him. Also, I'm gonna talk to you. What happened? She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her. I have to know. Excuse me? Can you tell me what happened? I came in, the room was dark, and Sis... So she was already dead. Or so she claimed at the very least. So you're the chief's... sister. I'm her younger sister. And you were here visiting? This late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was that clock. It was the thinker. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you completely forgotten the fact that you came to this office and claimed, I'm a bit late, we were going out eating because her sister was visiting. And then just, so late visiting her? That was part of the plans, Phoenix, remember? I remember, and that's unusual. Anything here I can do? Ooh. Reception desk. I usually sit there. I don't now. A small writing desk cluttered with office supplies. You couldn't cram more legal books in her, even if you wanted to. Few can gaze upon the shelves without feeling insignificant. Or remember that I haven't read anything in a while. The door to the chief's office, slightly open. I better not touch the doorknob. Not any more than I already have. This surface reclines. It's leather. A real luxury model. I am surprisingly calm right now about the fact that there's been a murder. Anyhow, I guess I'm gonna have to use the phone. Examine. Let's not use the phone. A perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff declined use, but keep your own stuff simple. Fair, honestly, that is fair. All the chief's important documents are packed in her. That's where she filed her case records and recent rulings. A PC. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. Who'd have thought? But all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Again, rather fair. The Fay & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra-neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Anything else of interest? Ooh, a chair. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too, yeah. I'd take a seat whenever I could. I guess that's it. Right, I better call the police. Wait, that's funny. A few of the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through talking, taking it apart. Please! Please, come quick! What was that? Someone screaming from outside a window. She's staring right at me. Oh, I am in trouble. She's holding a phone in her hand. Anyhow, can I explore everything again? I'll just call the police again. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. Oh wait, I could slide. Slide. I'm learning. Everyone, I'm learning. It's painful to look, but I have to, for Mia's sake. Yeah, we've done this entire sequence already. Ah, and now she's documented properly, I see. Well, let's take a look outside. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel. A nice luxurious place. It's felt insignificant compared to it, but still. It's what it is. It's what it is. Guess we're going back. Is the police here? I just have fun making the noises. Oh. Maya? it is either me or you currently that's going to go to jail, and I would prefer if it's you. I just managed to do my first proper case. My boss is gone, meaning I have great opportunities for promotion, being that, to my knowledge, there is only me and her working here. I'm sorry. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, please! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, Kate. Great, just great. I mean, he's surprisingly friendly right now, but still, just great. And I have all the evidence on me, like I've been going around pilfering everything right now. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah, right, no! Whoa! Excuse me! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. I'm the greatest detective ever. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. I looked away, so I didn't actually see what she said. I mean, I can take a look at it, probably, but I can't be bothered. What? You're going to jail. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. Eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at a detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center. Visitors room. Wow. They have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. I just assume she's innocent, you see. Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning! I am definitely not overtired and ready to keel over at any given moment in time, or overcompensating with energy. No! She looks so tired. She looks as tired as I feel. Are you going to be my attorney? I'm still learning the whole law thing. But I'm fairly certain me having been on the case and being this deeply involved should technically remove me from being able to partake as her lawyer. But if I can, I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna figure out who probably did this and I'm gonna be angry about it. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Sorry, not a chance. I'm just sorry. Maybe if you joke a bit, she'll cheer up. She'll understand it's a joke. I mean, it's only her life. No way, Jose. Just kidding. I don't think she took the joke well. Maya, did you not take the joke well? Whoops, that did not go so well. Huh? Maya? Was that a chuckle? It worked! What? No. Wasn't very believable, was it? Not really. I'm sorry. I just thought, since you made a joke... Please don't mind me. You're doing just fine. It was a pity laugh. Who's trying to cheer up who here? I'm gonna need some cheering up for this. I knew it. No one will believe me. What? even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it. No, I looked at you like I didn't know who the heck you were, why you were there, even though I have all the information I needed to have, knowing that her sister would be there. You look like her, and you were distraught by seeing her dead corpse rotting. I should probably not have said that right in front of you. Anyhow. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. Apart from all the times I did think. It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite a scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. He is really good for the dramatics, whether he wants it or not. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fair into the hearts of evil types when he's lucky. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. You, sis! I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Excuse me? I feel insulted in my capabilities, even though it's true. That's what she said. So I don't want you as my lawyer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. Well, you did, and I'm very hurt. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Maya. To Mia. Sorry, Maya. It's gotta be confusing for a bit, Is it cruel if I tell you that I would prefer if it was the other way around with the two of you? It probably is. I won't say that out loud. That wasn't my thinking voice, was it? I said that out loud. Oh, God. I know. You do? Okay, I'll examine this guy. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Look at him. He's not moving. He's so good. Smile for the camera. Smile! It always comes back to the camera, doesn't it? Alright, can we talk about this again? Sorry, I've never seen that before. Yeah, no, you keep insulting me like that, and I don't understand why. Alright, Maya. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Actually, Oh, this. This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like people in religious training? Like a cult? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. Right. A spirit medium. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Alright, let's talk about spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course! She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea that Mia was cuckoo. Wait. What? So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. So you haven't learned it yet? Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? You could just ask her who killed her. Isn't that easy enough? I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level. Also, from what little I've heard, I'm fairly certain that the court doesn't really take, you know, a spirit semi-temporarily called upon from beyond the grave as a witness. I could be wrong. I thought that would be too easy. But I still wanted it to be easy. Why is it never easy? Why can't they just give me a win? Bastards. The day of the crime! Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold under a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes, in a clock shaped like the thinker. Like summoning death to people? Are they like some kind of voodoo doll? How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? What? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure a conversation is on my cell phone. Oh, that makes way more sense. You recorded it? Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things. Wait. Okay, so not only did she record it, but she's also forgotten how to delete them. Or is it always just auto-record? I don't know which one it is. But before anything else, Maya, here's the plan. We're gonna get you to escape so that we get a medium at large. Maybe we'll shrink you a bit so that we have a small medium at large. We'll figure that one out later. So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. That detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. I mean, she obviously wouldn't have a cell phone whilst in detention, would she? Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. Do I have a secretary in jail now? Maya's memo added to the court record. Maya's memo. A conversation I had with my sister is recorded on my cell phone. Is something the matter? I was wondering, can I ask you a favor? I'm not watering your plants. This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. Or wait 3 years to call you. It hasn't been 3 years, so call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go and ask him to represent me? But I really want this case. Because, I need something to establish the fact that I own the office now, and I didn't think no case would help. No! I'm sorry. I think this is the kind of thing you should really do yourself. You're right. That was not what I had in mind. Something wrong? Actually, he asked the police to contact him, and they tried calling a few times. Nobody could get a hold of him. They couldn't find him? I have no one left to ask. Say, what about your parents? No, don't be a landmine, don't be a landmine, don't be a landmine. Okay, don't worry, I'll go ask him for you. Don't cry, child. You will? Thank you so much. I'm just worried what will happen if I can't find him. They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. My visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. After I ask about the day of the crime again. Could you tell me more about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. we've done this already, though. Last few hours talking about it. Kinda gotten used to it. Let's see, that morning, called from my sis. Wanted to hold some evidence. Still the thinker. It practically qualifies as serial murderer by now. Even though it is a different thinker. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9. Actually, this is new. This is the same. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to have now. I'm a go to Grossberg law office. Okay. September 6th. Grossberg law offices. I'm having a sip of water. Remember to hydrate or you can't be a lawyer. Why did I decide to hydrate the moment there is no music? According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. After I snoop around. Alright, time to use my outside voice now. It's so much more fun to be loud. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. No clue how. What about her? A table for clients. I'm a client. Well, okay, I'm a proxy client at best. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone has got money to burn. Yeah, it's a solid gold lighter. What? Why? A solid mahogany desk. Mahogany. The wood's been polished with deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves. Mahogany. Filled with expensive-looking books. Not made of mahogany. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. A true professional don't need to read the books, merely present as if he is capable of reading. But reading itself is surplus, apparently. I'm going back here just to mock her. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Nope. I'm sorry. I haven't seen him yet. I see. I better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. But first, I'm going to the crime scene to see if 1, I'm allowed to go there, and 2, it's my place of work. September 6th, Fanco Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues, and I'm fairly certain one of them has been in our fridge and he's eating my sandwich. Yeah, he's eating my sandwich. There should be some kind of law against that, right? I mean, he's the police officer. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal! No trespassing! Sorry. Did I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No! Phoenix Wright! How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Fair. Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? Maybe he isn't the best detective, and I am not doing this with my inside voice because... Screw you. He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumtree. Gumtree, was it? Detective Gumtree. Gumtree? Gum doesn't grow in trees, pal. And I'm the one in charge here, so don't push your luck. Whatever you say, detective. Anyway, get your name right. And don't go calling me Dick. All right, Richard. Hey, Dick! Get over here! Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business, you'd better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. Again, this is my place of work, and I am a lawyer, but still. Phew. Alright, time to not hide any of my intent anymore. Sir, do you see this? What's that? Sorry, pal, but I got no info on the likes of you. Nor for the likes of you. What about this one? You look very eager about that one. It was a piece of paper next to the victim, wasn't it? Yeah, the one with the killer's name written on it. Are you sure that Mia wrote it herself? Given the condition of the writing, it's hard to say if it's her handwriting or not. So there's no proof that Mia wrote it. Good to know. How about the glass shards? There was a broken glass at the crime scene, right? Oh, that! Seems like a glass stand next to the victim fell over. The glass shards were the pieces of the broken stand. Right, what about the thinker? I was wondering, do you know anything about this? A statue? That's a murder weapon. Huh? He thinks the clock is just a statue too. I'm starting to wish I'd never seen this thing. It is not helping me. Anyhow, I better get that phone. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. Really stylish. You think you could give it back? Sure! I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer, trying to trick me with your tricky words. Uh-oh, he's on to me. If I tell him straight, he'll understand it. If I tell him not so straight, he might be confused by what I'm saying, and that's gonna be more funny. He is also hearing everything I'm saying right now. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh, no, that carrying strap on the cell phone. This? It says, the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai? The action here on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She, was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here we go. Seems he didn't note this recorded conversation. Is this bad an idiot? Maya's cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Holds the conversation between the chief and Maya. Check the court records to hear the recorded conversation. Check. September 5th, 9:27. Maya. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Mia, well actually there's something I want you to hold on for me. Maya, again, what is it this time? Mia, it's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Maya, huh, it's not working? That's lame. Mia, I had to take the clockwork out, sorry, I put some paper inside instead. Maya, papers? Is that the evidence then? Mia, I'll leave that one up to your imagination. See you tonight at 9. The best way to read a recorded message. I view it as a transcript. So, can we talk about Mia? About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report, but that's all. Autopsy report added to the court record. I mean, you believe I'm her lawyer. I'm fairly certain I'm supposed to have that information for the bloody case. Could be wrong. Miss Mia's autopsy report. Time of death, 9/5. Well, the 5th of 9, isn't it? Right? Yes, the 5th of the 9th month at 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous, luckily. What about Maya? About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth under prosecution, and he's as edgy as it gets. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. No, good sir, I don't. I guess I've asked all the questions I need then. You all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. And I suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Oh, right, her. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. And it does make sense that I'm not allowed to actually influence her, but I should probably... I don't know the law. I should know the law. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. What about March? We're in March, not April nor May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Thanks, mate. Well, you just told me her name is Miss May, huh? Clever lad. So you sent her home already, then? You're trying to your loyally tricks on me now, eh? She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Interesting. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. But what about this Edgeworth guy? Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself, not related to Tails. Wait. You do know him, don't you? Of course not. Never met the man. Never heard of him. Whoa! And you call yourself a lawyer, pal? But 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course, I know him. I was just plain dumb. It's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back-alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. But here I am. Anyhow, I'll examine this place if I'm allowed to. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. Cordline Stricta, pal. Stricta? Who was that? The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Okay, that didn't rhyme. I thought that was gonna be a poem. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. And think about the fact that she's dead and cry. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. She ain't even cleaned that up now. No clues here. Her chair. There's a horrendous amount of legal books there. Scary still is that Mia probably read all of these. Compared to me, who hasn't read a single book in my life. I present you this. Seems you didn't note this recorded conversation. Fine. We won't. We'll just leave. Is Mr. Grossberg back? No. Fine, I'll go and talk to... Oh, right. The witness. September 6th. Gatewater Hotel, room 303.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi?
Smooth right, real smooth. You have a way with women. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Never to sell. Thank you, Detective Gumshoe, for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part to be the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity a lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Time to examine her room. 2 glasses? The late summer sunlight streams through the window. Or something like that, I don't know. That's the Fay and Co. Law Offices building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from this distance, though. Kinda creepy that the guests at this hotel just kinda can stare into the office. Ah! A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall, either way. Doesn't matter. What's this? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey, hey! What are you doing? No touching! Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Girl? You're scary. Anyhow, I'm a lawyer.
Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness, you understand? How could I possibly give you any information in good conscience? Me, the witness. I'm just like in the movies.
Right. You on the phone?
Excuse me, but I'm a witness. Police witness, you understand? How could I
Yeah. Whoops. We went too far! Too far! Alright, let's examine a bit more, huh? I can't... Ah, pot of plant. Yeah. Hang on. My throat decided that it was going to dry up within a second and forced me to cough. The flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. Anything I haven't looked at? The bottle. A bottle and 2 glasses on the table. Somebody must be staying with her, right? Right. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching, huh? What's inside it? Maybe later. Alrighty. I guess we'll have a talk with her. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
I better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Liar.
Oh boy. What about Miss May? Could you just Who exactly are you?
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No, hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying out with you?
Oh, what an amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like that nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. Alright. She's useless. Hello, Snake John. We're doing laws and crime. Am I done her? I think I'm done her. We go back to Grossberg. Has he finally arrived at his office? Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Still hasn't arrived? Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So you're the one, I say, have been looking for me. Oh, I'm live in Gran Canaria now. Neato. We'll just continue on then, solving the crime. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Pardon? Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go talking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? And what do I tell Maya? Anyhow, Mr. Grossberg, have you seen the fact that I'm a lawyer? Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter. Never mind, he does not care. But can I talk to you anymore? Your refusal, why do you refuse? How can you just refuse like that? Please tell me, why don't you just take the case? Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see. The client is Mia's Faye's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've got nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Also, I will not leave. I have more questions to ask. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back, that one. Right, what about the painting? That's quite a painting. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, and not even to you. I wasn't interested. I'm fairly certain I can't afford it. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez, I don't understand this, man. Well, we've done all the talking here. Time to break the bad news to Mia. You're not getting a lawyer. September 6th, 3:42 p.m. The Dungeon Center. Visitors room. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find a lawyer?
Well... What do I tell her? Well, see... Just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Yep, kind of. Let's talk about your family. That seems appropriate now. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive. Let's talk about your mother. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. What about your mother's enemy? So, who was this man who, ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads. They were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became a laughingstock of the nation. I see. Why? Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Or do I defend her? I've had a long day. I'm going home. There's nothing left here for me to do. She'll be better off with a state-appointed lawyer. I mean, I'm no lawyer. I think I'd better get home now. Goodbye. It was a few days later when I found out how the story ended. The result of the trial was in newspapers. Guilty. I'll probably never meet her again. Did I make the right choice? Will I ever know? Mia, if you can hear me, please tell me. Not! I can't let that happen! I'm not leaving her until she takes me as her lawyer. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I don't know why. To be honest, I don't know. You don't know? Is this girl sitting in front of me the killer? All the evidence seems to say yes. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. And it's not the fish in my pocket. That witness's strange behavior. Was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help Maya. More than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad, or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. There's only one thing I know for certain. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of her. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. Looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You're innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? It's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside a strange woman's drawer? But when I tried to look into the drawer, that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Guess I have to go over there and investigate. Back to the Gatewater Hotel. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, who you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities? If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, that's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Huh, you came back quick? Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of the Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? I've never heard that name before. White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I think not. Anyhow, time to snoop in a drawer. Screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. That's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with that thing like this? Wiretap added to the court records. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there. Uh-oh, time to scrap. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Saving content. Yes, I would like to save. So that took me about an hour's time. Now the question is, how much is left? And is there only the court, or... I'm taking a guess that there's only the court. Let's save once more for good measure. I'm betting on being able to finish this within an hour's time. September 7th, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 1. Mr. Edgeworth. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the fact on this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicide down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Yeah. You had another seal. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in the girl's arms, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court records. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony, Maya Fey's arrest. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and a lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why, we had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well, Miss Wright. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack? Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would know some of the tricks of her sister. Alright, let's give this a try. What's the worst that could happen? Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Cross-examination! As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at a Gatewater Hotel, right? Across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure if I did much, though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between your receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of a crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With your funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you just stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point there, like my hair. She is pretty unmistakable. I should make my point suppressed with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why's that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her. Hold on just a second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink. Extremely pink, actually. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe, do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Witness testimony, hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Well, I have a counter to that one instantly. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about a vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Yeah. I feel like I regret having made that the voice of Gumshoe. We'll see if I change it. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own 2 eyes. And did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me, pal. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Haha. Then who did write it? Smarty pants. What? Who? I did. The killer. Oh, whoops. It could have been me. What? So it was you? No. I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't?
Objection!
Hold on. So, you admit to this? You admit that you wrote the note? Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Amateur. Well, detective, tell us what was written on the memo you found.
Oh, and the word Maya was written clearly on it with blood.
Do you have even any proof it was Mia who wrote that?
Of course I do, pal.
Uh-oh, you sounded pretty confident this time. It might not be good.
Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's.
What kind of tests were these again?
What kind? Well, I had to take the, little bits in the blood, the, herbo-goblins, hobgob, herbogoblin, bobbin. I refuse to testify in this matter, pal. I'm no expert in blood tests.
Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony.
Thanks, pal. I mean, your honor, sir.
Detective Gumshoe.
Yeah?
I look forward to your next evaluation, as you should.
That was a mess. Right, where was I? Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger.
Which hand was the blood finger, detective?
The right hand.
She was right-handed.
Nice try.
Uh-oh. I guess that wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there.
Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name?
Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies.
This isn't a movie, detective.
Ugh.
Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of many cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd that a victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually, you've got a point, pal.
Stop right there. The witness' opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of our killer.
Order! Order!
That didn't go so well.
That's right. What he said.
That's his whole testimony? Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. And I have it. Let's go to the very end. Let's see. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Because I remember a detail on the autopsy report. Death was instantaneous, so, you know. Boom. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me, huh? You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying.
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective.
Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It would be the day after the murder, I think. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Also, shouldn't I know about an updated autopsy report? Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. The detective's a sham. You're a sham. The detective's a sham. Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? I thought... Detective Gumshoe. I'm disappointed in you. Handing him the wrong report like that. I'm sorry, sir. You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next month. But... Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Died from a blow by a blunt object. May have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April, May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh no. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service.
Wink. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. It's distracting.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Witness testimony, witness's account.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was this mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Well, Your Honor, I see. It is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. But wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Maya Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. A cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine a witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. It's my right. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Let's go.
It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window, you know?
Why did you do that?
Huh? Why? Like, why what?
Why did you look out a window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, gee.
What? That's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know, I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid a question. You should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run on this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out a window at a time of night.
Objection!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah, stop him! The poor girl!
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? Looked out a window. What did you see next?
And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked.
The one with long hair. That was Mia Fey.
Slender, sort of, well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Your thing? And the person attacking her?
The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair.
How do you know she was the defendant?
Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. He's right. But I will still question it. Hold on a minute! That testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that... You saw nothing. I mean, yeah, very likely she actually saw nothing, but it's also just that she's lying a bit of what she saw. Oh. Did you really see the defendant at all? No? Did I hit the nail on the head? Ha-ha! Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me, because I'm clueless about this. I mean...
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. That is a gosh darn good point. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her! And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer?
I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please submit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Witness account.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with her weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock, that kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Same. I like some of the things you've told me now. Please begin the cross-examination. Witness's account.
I did see everything. I did.
Hang on. I need to press this. So, you saw me then, too?
Of course. I'd remember that spiky hair anywhere.
The witness will refrain from personal attacks on the defense attorney. He can't take any more. Look at him. Poor man.
Was I a bad girl? I'm sorry.
Very well. Continue.
The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right.
Is that right, as in your right, as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue.
Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her.
How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes.
That's what she was wearing. Oh, and her hair was all done up like a bun.
What happened then?
And then she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. It did.
Where did this weapon come from?
She picked it up from the desk.
I see. What sort of weapon was it?
That clock. The kind of statuey clock. The thinker, I think.
Clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now.
That clock, the kind of statue thinker.
Her previous statement must have been what Edgeworth wanted her to say. So this was the testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Okay, so now to go for the last one, I believe, is the one that's going to take her down. It's the second to last. Yeah, no. I went too far. There we go. Clock. Because, this is documented as a statue in any way, shape, or form currently during this trial. Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Mr. Liar, naughty man?
You just said that this statue was the thinker. That this statue of the thinker was a clock. Yeah, I hit my head. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important to her. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Specifically one. Once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me then, the trial would have been over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. It said the time.
So you've been to the law office of Fair & Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fair & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? I am not. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that a clock in question rang, as it is empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now. Oh! See anything interesting, Your Honor? It does as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May. Quite a show you put on us. On for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty somehow. He knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say. It can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves the clockwork was removed is the recording of the phone call. Take that! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Is it yours?
Oh, you have a girly phone?
Wait. This isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella, but he is also digging his own grave. Let's have a conversation.
You just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then?
If you could. I should probably tell you. The clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? Is that working? That's lame.
I had to take out the clockwork. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. There's only two of them. The witness claims she had seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Police produced this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen this clock before. It's the very clock itself. It's simple. And this clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody because both of them has been used to kill someone. Which is an entirely different thing to discuss later on.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, excuse is not for sale on sale today?
Oh.
That changed.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
I think she snapped. Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silmy, did I, lose it? I guess I did.
Thanks. So scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. This April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she would have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. I stole it from her place of living. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on her phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Why are we yelling? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is... I mean, I guess it would be the same one, right? I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen one more time. Once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on for me.
Again? What is it this time?
It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue of a thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May!
Shut up! All of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You liar! It's not fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl. Is that it?
We don't care for your test. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. I can blame it to be her, but it feels like there's more to this. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity-tapping irrelevant?
Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious, no way.
Stay away. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy.
Wait. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Yeah, no, you got us then. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fay, commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. I'm calling the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as witness. There's something suspicious there, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you're sinking quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. But why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fay. That is my condition. What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept her condition. His condition. Alright, I got nothing to lose. Except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. How convenient that he was nearby. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at a fine Gatewater hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 a.m. on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Maya will be finished. Miss May's room service. I am the head bellboy at a fine Gatewater hotel in business for 4 generations. What exactly is it you do at a hotel? Why, anything required of me, sir. I'll check in guests. I check out guests. I clean rooms. I make beds. I even deliver room service, sir. I checked Miss May in personally. Are you always so prim? Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking frivolous questions. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest Miss May. Are you sure it was Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, but I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and I... The point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detailed several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9, the time of the murder. I brought it to her precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9:00 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Sir. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely. Sir, it's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I should never forget, sir.
Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember.
It's no good.
There's nothing there. Is that it?
Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
I can't let this happen. Can I?
Protest. Wait! Please wait! Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on for long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all.
Okay. This is really it. Now this is my last chance. What am I asking about? I'm asking about room service, I think.
Tell me again about room service. Again, sir. At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guests had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes. Well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. Ah.
So, the note there is check-in, bed-making, and this would all have led to the revelation of she is not alone in that room. What did you say?
What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Objection! I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try.
Excellent. My brain is going helium.
That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool. You're not supposed to mention me by name. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? And that's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May, was tapping the victim's phone. Yet, Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you?
After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ugh. Upstart, amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for today, for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Wow. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1.
Mr. Wright, you're amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, that auditor attendant was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no. No, I don't think so. No, not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms will work everywhere. She's probably at a detention center now. I have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
You think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
What's this?
Don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
As for a full record of April May's testimony, I thought it might come in handy during the trial. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May's testimony added to the court record. The victim dodged an attack and then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will all do at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Yes, I would like to save my progress. So, from how it seems then, if it's anything close to what it was now, it's going to be an additional 2 hours on me doing this to finish it. So we are going to be ending it here then today. Because I have 2 whole hours extra on this. But hey, we have very clear to be continued moments to stop this at, so that's nice. Anyhow, we'll be ending it here today. Next stream will either be tomorrow, or it won't be until Sunday. We will see. It's going to be one or the other. Maybe some have both. Who knows? I don't. Either way, I've had a good old time. I truly do enjoy this game. It's fun. Hope you all had a good time as well, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta!
The stream is done now for the day. The Norse house doors are closed. But look forward to another day when it doors once more.